What's good, campers? It's your boy Killer Beezy, and right now we're here to talk about version 1.0 release notes for Transformers Forged to Fight. Now, this is the update that is due to drop on the actual date for the global release, which is going to be the 5th of April. So they're adding new languages, which is great. I'm not going to read through each and every. I'm more focused on the major changes. So obviously the link, I'll put the link to this in the description below. But so we're going to look at, right, so they've added 2 new bots. Is it 2 new bots? No, sorry, they've added 1 new bot, Mixmaster. Well, sorry, they will be adding 1 more bot in this update. So new story missions, yes, they're unlocking chapter 4, yes, which means that I think you get a 3-star bot crystal for I think for the first completion, and then you get another one for fully exploring, which will be good. So that'll be good. So new content added to the game. Right, new event missions. Celebrate the launch of the game with a set of 6 boss challenges available for a limited time only. A new challenge will be released every 3 days, but hurry, they disappear on the 24th of April. Ruler of Kaon is the new challenge for the strongest commanders to test their strength. This mission is the first story in the new Legends of Cybertron series. Okay, so the boss challenges and the Rulers of Kaon are obviously 2 different challenges they're bringing into the game. Now, the ROK, we're just going to call it Rock. The Rock, we expect it to kind of be like the Realm of Legends kind of thing, in that kind of equivalent. So it's probably not going to be something that we're going to be able to play now. We're probably going to be able to, we're going to have to probably have quite a strong roster before we can go in there and even think about trying to complete that. However, the boss challenge, I don't expect the boss challenge to be particularly hard, and the reason why I say that is because if this is coming out at launch and it's only available for a limited amount of time, it's gonna have to be given the new players the opportunity to complete this piece of content, because obviously if I just got the game for the first time on the 5th of April and there was this new limited challenge, I would want to get involved, especially if the rewards are half decent. And if I've only got like a chance of like maxing out a few 2 stars, if the content is super duper hard, like I'm not going to stand a chance. So I don't expect it to be that difficult, but obviously we'll see. We'll see when they release it. Right, so new daily missions, introducing Spark Trials, daily event missions, which I think they've actually currently introduced at the moment. So we currently have that feature already in the last aspects, in the last few remaining days of the beta is what I'm referring to. Okay, new alliance missions. Woo! Play through cooperative missions with your alliance. I think that is what we're currently doing at the moment. The new Forgotten Ruins map features 10 difficulty levels. Okay, so they're bringing in a new map. Now, what I want to know is, when they're bringing out these new maps, are the maps going to be bigger? If they are going to be bigger, does that mean that our alliance, the total members within an alliance is going to increase from 18 to another number? Do they plan to make alliances up to 30 members or 25? You know, who knows? I guess we'll find out upon release. Okay, right, so general information. Mission crystals have been replaced with direct ore. Okay, cool. Sorry, hold on. Have been replaced with direct ore 13 payouts. Okay, I think all 13, I think, if I'm correct, I don't know if I'm reading this correctly, but I think you could get different types of ore, and I think sometimes in the mission crystals you used to get these crappy little mini kind of ores, the ones that are like 75. I don't know if ore 13 is like a bigger version of ore. Hopefully it is, because then that'll be useful for when we're leveling up our bots. The third team slot is now unlocked at level 1, down from level 3. That's not going to matter to us again. For some of the new players, if you guys haven't played the game before, this isn't going to really mean much to you. This is only going to affect you if you were a player within the beta but you weren't playing, if that makes sense, because if you've been playing in the beta, you should be higher than level 10, so this isn't really going to affect you. But we'll skip through the things that aren't really that effective. I mean, you guys, this is on the screen, so you guys will be able to read what you want to read. Okay, raids being on. Okay, improved early game tutorialization. Reduce the T2 class spark essence awarded for selling T1 class spark. I've never sold a T1 class spark, so I didn't even know that. Okay, cool. So if you're someone that has been getting your T2 sparks by selling T2 ones, you're not, well, you will still be able to do that, but you won't be able to form a T2 version as quick, I guess. Reduce the T2 class spark essence obtained from completing the medium difficulty of class specific daily missions. I don't like that. I don't know why they're changing that, because with obviously 4 stars coming into play now, we're gonna need to grind out a lot of this as much as we possibly can, but you know what, fair enough. Right, bug fixes. Yeah, it's just gonna, yep, it looks like they're just working on just stabilizing the game a bit more, because it does randomly crash and randomly freeze on certain screens and whatnot. So as long as they're working on fixing that, that should be cool. I'm looking forward to actually searching for a raid without, because every raid is like 15 minutes. So at the moment, when I search for a raid and I choose my team, by the time I actually get into the raid, there's like 13 minutes left. So I've lost 2 minutes just it hanging on a waiting screen. So that'll be good if they can fix that. Right, bot ability rating. Okay, they're gonna decrease that. Okay, fair enough, cool. That's not actually gonna affect any of the bot's abilities or anything anyway, so that's cool. Light ranged attacks. Decrease damage and power generated to be on par with melee attacks. That's kind of good, because it's easy at the moment to just keep your distance and just keep spamming. Just keep, oh, got me out of focus, there we go. It's easy to kind of keep your distance and just fight from a distance, so that'll be cool. Right, so now let's get on to the actual changes with the bots. So I don't know how you pronounce her name. Is it Arky? Arksy? I don't know. One of them anyway. So added a passive chance to automatically sidestep incoming range attacks. That's sick. That's sick. Added bleed on critical hits on a special attack too. I don't think I've got her actually. But I mean, if you have, this looks like quite a positive one. Increased damage on headshots for a and limited the bleed stack to 1. You know what? I have been on the receiving end of her headshot, and I have thought I'm lucky, because bro, if you get a headshot, bro, that's it. Ain't no, it's done. So I'm surprised that her headshot ability isn't a bit like Gamora's assassin ability. Like, it should take down a massive chunk, so it's going to be good to see how much damage that actually does once they bring through that that change. Increased strength of her ranged buff on special attack 1. Okay, precision ability added as her signature ability as a scalable chance to activate on special attacks for a long duration. Okay, cool. So it sounds like she's getting a massive buff. It sounds like a very positive for her. Barricade. Now I'm interested in Barricade, because Barricade is actually someone I want to bring up to rank 3 to start using in my alliance mission team. So this is going to be an interesting read. Increased backfire damage on ranks 1 to 4. I like that. I like that. That sounds good. Increased chance to deal backfire. Okay, wicked. Yeah, that's sick. Evade after knocking him down will also activate against range attacks. Okay, cool. Okay, so it doesn't sound like, so they're not taking anything away from Barricade, which is good. So that's a positive for him as well. Right, Blungian. I'm scared to read this now, you know, because I love this bot. Okay, stun chance on special 2 and 3 will now scale by rank. Cool. Mine is rank 3 anyway, so that's not too bad. Decrease the chance to activate armor buffs when struck by a critical hit. What? Alright, cool. That's not so bad, I guess. It's not. Removed current signature ability and replaced it with his critical damage basic ability. Okay. Okay, it doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't sound too. It sounds like we can work with that. Okay. Right, Mirage's ranged attacks now decrease the opponent's power flow just when in his special one disruption mode. Okay. So it seems like Mirage is now getting a fighting style. This disruption mode. Special 2, incapacitation mode, increased amount of attack debuffs required to trigger a stun from 5 to 7. Okay. So I think that means before, when you used Mirage's special attack, you only had to hit every 5 times that you hit the enemy, you triggered a stun. And now what they're trying to say is it has to be every 7 times, which is gonna be a bit of you gotta just tweak your combo a little bit, I guess, because a full combo is normally about 5 hits. I'm sure there is a way to get slightly higher than that, but okay, fair enough. Improved in-game ability icon clarity when his signature ability is active. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. We'll have to look at that. Right, added a synergy. Sorry, Rhinox added a synergy with Mixmaster and Waspinator. Okay, Waspinator, haven't seen anything on Waspinator yet, so that's gonna be interesting. Windblade, decrease the chance to stun on her special attack 3. I don't agree with that, but fair enough. Right, Optimus Prime MV1, slightly decreased strength of armor and melee buffs. Okay, sounds like a nerf to me. Signature ability will activate 3 armor buffs instead of 1. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. Signature ability will activate when at 20% health instead of 15%. That sounds good. That sounds good as well. So I'm not too. I guess that the armor you can activate at will. So I guess it's only right that they decrease the strength of it, because you can have it on for the whole fight if you wanted to. So that kind of makes sense. Right. So OG Prime now. Slightly decreased strength of armor buffs. Again, he's the same. You flick, you hold the block button and they literally just activate the armor straight away. So it makes it only right that that they decrease the strength of it if you can summon it at will, basically. Right, superconductor modules. I don't have one of these. This is one of the modules that you can put on your base to buff up one of your bots. Right, move the power gain ability to the signature ability, which means you have to dupe it. Power gain is now distributed constantly over time instead of all at once. Fair enough. That's probably how it should be, to be fair. It should be you gain power quicker rather than you just gain it in a big chunk. So fair enough. But I don't have one of those, so someone that has put in the work to get one of those might not necessarily agree with that or see that as a negative. Right, the EMI module reduce the projectile flight speed penalty at all ranks. Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, you guys can read that. I wanted to more focus on the bots, but you guys can read the changes. So it seems like with regards to the mods, the superconductor, the EMI module, and the harm accelerator are the key 3 ones being nerfed by the looks of it, by having certain abilities removed or reduced. So but it so far it looks interesting. Yeah, it does look interesting. It looks like an interesting update. One that I guess in some of those, like, you knew that at one point MV Optimus Prime, you knew that he was gonna get a nerf at some point, because he was just you can do everything with him. Do you see what I mean? So it was coming. It was definitely coming. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting to see the update upon global release. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. They got some, because we're not gonna have alliance missions for a little while after the official release. So it's gonna be nice because Act 4 will be available. Sorry, no, Chapter 4 of Act 2 will be available, and it seems like there's a few challenges for us to obviously go in and tackle. So I will be covering that upon the release as well. So yeah, man, it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. So we're gonna look into that, man. But yeah, for now it's been your boy Killer Beezy, Camp e.n.t, Game to Entertain. I hope you guys are looking forward to the global release of Transformers Forged to Fight, and I will see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.